Nestled along the Georgia and South Carolina coastal border, the enchanting city of Savannah beckons visitors with its cobblestone streets, moss-draped oak trees, and captivating southern charm. From the antebellum mansions that adorn the historic district to the haunting tales of its ever-present ghost lore, Savannah whispers secrets and stories of centuries past. We've driven down south to experience the old-world elegance of Georgia's most charming city, and for the next 24 hours we're going to eat some good food and simply just take in what Savannah has to offer. So we're going to pack up our stuff and head into the city. So we are starting our day in Savannah with some brunch, and we've come back to an eatery that we've come to many times in the past. Chad used to take me on little dates here, and it's actually a completely vegan restaurant. So we went ahead and got some drinks. I got their Earl Grey and lavender latte, and then Chad got one of their special summertime drinks, which is a vanilla bean latte. So let's pop open their little plant-based straws and try it out. I don't think I've ever tasted this one before. I usually get the matcha latte, but wanted to spice it up today. So back in the day, we lived here for 4 years, and I think one of my biggest recommendations for anyone coming to Savannah is to just really take it slow and enjoy the southern charm that the city has to offer. And I feel like everyone should just always pack a book in their little bag, because there's so many benches around the city where you can kind of just lay back and take in the environment while reading your book. And even here at the cafe, I brought my book and I'll just be reading while we wait on our food.
The jackfruit sandwich?
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Y'all enjoy.
So this morning we ordered one of our go-tos on the menu. It is their Fox burger, and this is one of the best burgers out there. And I'm comparing it to both vegan burgers and non-vegan burgers. Every time I eat this, I fall in love with it all over again. And honestly, this plant-based patty, it is to die for, and it sits on a pretzel bun. And then we actually saw something new on their menu today. It also sits on a pretzel bun, but it is a jackfruit BBQ sandwich. And I've never heard of jackfruit being made into some sort of BBQ, so I'm excited to try it. They both look so good, and they definitely smell delicious. So Chad has the jackfruit BBQ sandwich. I have the Fox burger. I know what mine tastes like, so I'm excited to see what you think of that. How is it?
It's really good.
Yeah?
The texture is very similar to barbecue.
Really? Let me try.
I'd say it's a little more like sour or tart.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Yeah, I think it tastes kind of like barbecue with a tang.
Yeah.
Earlier today at brunch, I kind of talked about how Savannah reminds us to just take a back seat in life and to just be still with the moment. And we've actually come to one of their many beautiful squares, and we are doing just that. We are taking some time for ourselves with the help of today's sponsor, Aura. So something we both have been prioritizing more and more, especially over the last year, is bettering our mental health and finding ways to take care of our mental well-being throughout all the busyness and chaos of world travel and honestly everyday life. As individuals who struggle with anxiety and depression, it's really important for us to slow down and take breaks, but that can sometimes be really hard when we're so frequently on the go. And we needed something that could help us and that could also come with us on all of our many adventures, and that is where Aura comes into play. Aura is this travel-friendly all-in-one app for mindfulness, well-being, and sleep, and it lives completely on our phone, which means anytime we need a moment to replenish our mental state, regardless of where we are in the world, we can open the app and we're instantly transported. I like to think of it as the Spotify for the mind and soul, because it provides so much variety and personalization. Like, you can get daily recommendations for what you want to listen to, specifically for your wants and needs. Aura is a Best of Apple award winner with over 30,000 5-star reviews, and it's to no question as to why this app is trusted by over 7 million people around the world. We personally are huge fans of ASMR and calming nature sounds, anything that makes us feel like we are in the great outdoors, so we definitely gravitate towards their soundscapes. And there is a very specific sound called rain and thunder, and oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. It literally sounds like this epic movie level thunderstorm, and anytime I have it playing, it just flushes out all the extra thoughts in my mind. And recently I've been setting it to playing for 9 hours straight, so right before I go to bed I listen to it while I'm reading, and then I fall asleep to the sound of rain and thunder, and then all throughout the night I'm just like rocked into this trance of peace and relaxation, and I wake up with so much energy. Like, I highly recommend it. And in addition to their extensive library of nature sounds, they feature hundreds of coaches, therapists, and storytellers that provide meditations, words of encouragement, and even live sessions. Aura is offering a free trial with an exclusive 25% off for the first 500 people who sign up using our unique link, which we'll have for you in the description box below. So we just want to say a really big thank you to Aura for sponsoring today's video and for restoring our mental well-being as we continue to travel the world.
So one of the main things that Savannah is definitely known for is its history. And you can really see it in the architecture here and in the cobblestone streets. But one thing that I love in particular is on some of these houses, you can actually see that they have a plaque on the outside. And those plaques like represent when the house was built, or like circa what decade it was built. So there's so many that are just incredibly old. They're over like 150, almost 200 years old, and you're just casually walking by them. And it makes you think of all of the history of this place and the many lives that have lived here. And we're just specks, or just a part of the timeline of Savannah. And I think that's really special. The day has progressed and we have made it to the afternoon, and in Savannah, in case you don't know, there are so many places to drink. But we actually have decided to come to a local brewery called Two Tides. We actually went here back in college, not very often, but a few times. And since then they have expanded, and I'm really excited to see what they look like now.
To this brewery, and also this room brings back a lot of good memories, because back in 2020, right after Chad and I got engaged, we came here to celebrate with all of our friends, and this whole room was just filled with people that we really cared about and really loved. And yeah, it's so cool to be back here 3 years later, and believe it or not, we're actually celebrating our wedding anniversary tonight. So it's like we've come full circle. I think that's so cool.
Time flies.
Time has flown like crazy. I can't even believe it.
But it's also, we've done so much since then.
Right.
We've grown up a lot since then as well.
Yeah, we've changed dramatically as human beings, as adults, and I'm just so proud of where we are now.
It's on. I think I'm slipping, which is getting me. I'm losing. So bad. So we both quickly went to the restroom in order to change for dinner, and now we're all dressed and ready. Now it's time to go.
Yeah, it's a fine dining restaurant, so you gotta look a little bit better.
After my devastating defeat in our riveting game of checkers, we are making our way to our dinner reservation, and I've definitely worked up an appetite after that intense battle. We're actually walking through a cemetery, which I didn't really plan for this, but it's, I think, one of the most famous cemeteries in Savannah.
Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna walk past when you're here in the city, and that's what's so cool about Savannah.
I love it.
For dessert this evening, we ordered one dessert, their sunflower tart, and they actually brought us two of their desserts because we showed some interest in this blackberry corn cake. And I thought that was so sweet. They were saying like, you're celebrating, so we want to bring you both of the ones that you were interested in. And they're so, so good. We just wrapped up dinner and it was truly a fantastic meal, and we have now put our city clothes back on. We've got our tennis shoes tied on tight. We are walking over to River Street to catch sunset, and I can see the glow of orange and pink from right here, and it's gonna be really, really pretty.
So I currently have two ratings for the sunset. Rating 1 is if I was alone watching the sunset, and I would say it's probably like a 6 or a 7. And rating 2 is if I was spending my 3rd year wedding anniversary with the person that I love, then I would say that this sunset is probably a 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Corny as always.
Real talk though, anytime that I see those giant cargo ships go by, it makes me think about the people that work on those ships. Because I've actually stumbled upon a certain site of YouTube where they have these time lapses of people on cargo ships, and the stars are literally insane. They're really incredible, and part of me wants to live on a cargo ship at one point, or at least like travel on one. I don't know, I think it'd be really cool. I've never shared that with you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just something I've stumbled upon.
Something new every year, huh?
So I did learn one fact while walking on this river walk. I actually saw this sign that was basically saying how in order to allow the cargo ships to go by, they had to dig out the river even more and expand it, like widthwise. So that was pretty interesting. Don't really know where they put all that earth, but yeah, all just to have these cargo ships that transport goods from around the world. So this must be probably our 500th visit to Leopold's. I feel like I know this ice cream shop like the back of my hand, and I love it. It's like we're at home, basically.
Right, absolutely. And after waiting in a very long line, probably 30 minutes, we got our single scoop of lemon custard, and this is one of their signature flavors. It's one of our favorites for sure. And they haven't changed the recipe for it since 1919 when they first opened, so the recipe has been unchanged.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
All right, let's dig in. summertime.
I have never, not once, regretted going to Leopold's. I feel like it itches that one spot that you never get to itch, but then it just hits it and you're just like, ah, that was so nice. And it's like just really relaxing in there.
Yeah, thank you for that wonderful metaphor,
Yes,
Jeff.
that itch.
I think we're going to end the video here. Today has been so much fun. We've definitely sweated our body's weight.
Yeah, but it was so nice. It was
Yeah.
well worth it.
It was really, really great. And we just want to remind you, if you do want to check out Aura, we have a special link in the description box below. The first 500 people get a
Yes.
free trial and also 25% off. So,
With that, we'll see you guys next time.
bye.